Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
A live look at exact track 4D radar. The forewarned weather team tracking another night of rain and fog across Metro Detroit. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. I'm Karen Drew, in for Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Devon Fernandez, in for Devin Skillian. The rain is moving out, but freezing temperatures, they're moving in, which could cause some slick conditions on the roads overnight. Let's get right over to Ron with a look at what you can expect. Hi, Ron.
Devon and Karen, we are seeing those rain showers still linger in our area, but some of us also seeing some areas of mist, which are not picked up because the droplets are just too small. Exact track 4D radar showing the showers right now stretching from the Pontiac area on through Washtenaw County. Getting a look at what we're seeing when it comes to the motion of those showers. They're moving mostly to the south and moving southeastward as well. So we'll see a few more of these showers throughout the rest of the night, and then they'll pretty much wind on down. But we'll be left with the chances of mist and the fog still causing some issues. Road conditions right now, we are wet across the area, but as those temperatures drop, as we are getting closer and closer to freezing, some of that water on the roadways could start to freeze up overnight. We're already at 33 in the North Branch area, around Sandusky, 31 degrees. We have temperatures still in the upper 30s in Metro Detroit right now, but we could see those temperatures falling throughout the rest of the night, getting closer and closer to freezing. So here's where we are right now outside, temperatures hovering in the mid 30s to around the lower 40s. And again, they are going to be coming down closer to freezing. We'll have more coming up on what to expect for your holiday weekend.
All right, Ron. Well, you know, it's one of the busiest travel days of the year at Metro Airport right now.
It really is. People flying out, not just for the holidays, but for football. Jacqueline Francis is there talking with superfans headed for the big games.
This time last week, we were here at the airport talking with people coming home for the holidays. But now it's all about the football. Michigan fans and Lions fans here at the airport taking off to cheer on their favorite teams. On this busiest of travel days with families flying for the holidays, there are two destinations that stand out.
First time going, I've wanted to go since I was a kid.
And so do the passengers.
We're Rose Bowl bound. I've waited my whole life for this.
Maize and Blue travelers are LA bound for the Rose Bowl.
I think the plane's gonna be packed with people from Michigan tonight.
Flying to San Diego, driving up to LA on New Year's morning. Staying a couple nights in San Diego, trying to relax before the game.
Gotta represent. Meanwhile, Lions fans headed for Dallas to watch their team take on the Cowboys Saturday night.
Yes, I am a diehard fan, Lions fan.
The first time traveling for a game, we gotta win. We gotta bring it home, right?
For some, the trip was impulsive.
Last minute decision, just wanted to go out and see a win.
While others have long waited and hoped for this day.
Like, we didn't know we were going to the Rose Bowl until after the Big Ten championship game, but I had bought my airfare and the hotel like 2 weeks before.
I went when I was a kid. They lost, so I'm hoping to kind of right the wrongs of the loss we experienced against USC in like 2004.
And we're going to bring the energy for the win. That's all they need is us, right?
On top of all the football travel, there was a lot of holiday travel as well, as December 29th is typically one of the, if not the, busiest travel day of the year here at the airport. Reporting from Metro Airport, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
Two Inkster police officers are recovering tonight after a crash with another driver.
Yeah, the head-on collision happened around 3 at Norfolk and Beach Daily in Inkster. We're told the police cruiser was speeding when it collided with a Toyota Corolla trying to make a left turn. Both officers and the driver of the Toyota are in stable condition right now. The investigative report into whether MSU leaked the names of Mel Tucker's sexual harassment accuser is out right now. Brenda Tracy claims she only went public when the university leaked her name. Our Mara McDonald is live in Midtown tonight. But Mara, in the report, investigators are saying they found no signs of a leak.
That's right, Damon, and it's going even further than that. It says that the MSU Board of Trustees didn't even know Tracy's name until it ended up in print. Let me take you through it.
Brenda Tracy, who was a national advocate for sexual assault survivors, told the university Mel Tucker sexually harassed her. And once those allegations became public, the university fired Tucker, who had nearly $79 million left on his contract. Money his attorneys say they're going after. Tracy's attorney claimed she went public with her claims in September because someone at MSU leaked her name to the press. However, National law firm Jones Day, after its investigation, says it can find nothing to support that claim. Quote, in sum, investigators utilizing a preponderance of the evidence standard have been unable to identify any trustee, administrator, or employee of MSU who made an unauthorized disclosure of confidential information that led to the media's awareness of the OIE investigation of the complainant's identity. But investigators did find that Tracy spoke to at least 2 national outlets about her accusations against Tucker months before she went public. MSU hired an investigator to determine whether Tucker did sexually harass her. That investigation found that he did, something the disgraced coach says is not the case. He claims they had a consensual relationship.
Back here live, there is an interesting footnote here, though. All of the MSU trustees, except one, voluntarily turned over their cell phones to investigators. The one who didn't is Dennis Deno. However, the report that came out today makes clear that investigators don't believe that Deno leaked anything or even had information to leak. Rather, what they think is on his cell phone, information that would refute allegations made about other trustees, as well as information about a person outside of MSU's sphere who had heard about the Tracy allegations. We're live in Midtown tonight. Karen DeMond, back to you.
Lots of interesting nuggets in this case, Mara. Thank you. Now to the war in Ukraine, where Russia launched one of its biggest air assaults on the country, killing dozens.
It is the biggest air attack since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine back in 2022. At least 30 people are reported killed. Ukrainian officials say more than 150 missiles and drones hit targets, including factories, hospitals, and schools across the country overnight and into this morning. City of East Point putting out a public advisory right now about lead levels in water. For reference, the state environmental department says action is needed whenever lead levels in water exceed 15 parts per billion. East Point says its water tests right now are showing 25 parts per billion. City tested 61 homes and found the water in 8 of those homes exceeded the state's action level. That means East Point has begun to do required educational outreach and will continue sampling the water as it replaces lead water service lines, which it says is already done in 7 of those 8 homes. The city also continues to provide free faucet filters and water pitcher filters to people in homes with lead service lines. By the way, you can pick up those at East Point Memorial Library, City Hall, or Public Works offices.
Right now, there's a surge in flu cases and hospitalizations across the U.S. The CDC says flu activity is high or very high in 2/3 of the country. The agency estimates more than 7 million people have had the flu this season, with 73,000 patients hospitalized and 4,500 deaths. Health officials are encouraging people to get a flu shot, and if you get sick, see a doctor to get a prescription antiviral flu medication, something like Tamiflu, especially those patients who are in high-risk categories. All right, well, the countdown is on. Kickoff to the Rose Bowl is just 3 days away. Michigan and Alabama are hoping to punch their ticket to the national championship. The Wolverines eyeing its 12th national title. Well, thousands of college football fans will descend on the hallowed grounds of the Rose Bowl to watch the big game.
Our Hobie Artigue just touched down in California. He joins us now with an update. Hobie.
Michigan's road to a national championship passes through Pasadena as they're back in the college football playoff for a 3rd straight season, but still seeking their first win at this level. Now, from an experience standpoint, this is not a different story for this team, but it is a little different whenever you're talking about playing at such a historic venue like the Rose Bowl. That's what players said earlier today.
Definitely feels a little different because it's the Rose Bowl. It's a little more iconic and a bigger bowl, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's the same thing. Got to win regardless, so just excited to get out there. Can't wait.
The level of detail and execution and focus has just went up to a whole level notch, and a little bit of excitement and energy, and just there's good vibrance all around. So, you know, it's something you don't really see the sun too much in this time of the year in Michigan, so it's something that's different when you come out here.
We'll have much more coming up later in sports and hear from J.J. McCarthy and how his words after the Fiesta Bowl have fueled this team to get to this point at the Rose Bowl. We're outside of Los Angeles tonight. Hobie Artigue, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Hobie. Don't forget, right now until the end of the Rose Bowl, WDIV insiders can enter for the chance to win a TV every time Michigan scores a touchdown against Alabama.
A new winner will be picked for every touchdown. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the contest page of clickondetroit.com. We'll announce the winners on the morning show at 6 a.m. the next day.